All right, welcome back here to Branson, Missouri, St. Louis Stadium, as we wrap up pool play the next 2 days, today and tomorrow, Pool C. And the home team, West Fargo, North Dakota, 1-2. We'll run through their starting lineups. We do have a change on our lineup card. We were told that Pease was the starting pitcher, but he's actually the first baseman. Jim will give that information in a minute, but let me first give you the lineup. Leading off, the second baseman, number 19, Rowan Schneck. Batting second at shortstop is J.J. McMenemy. There's the rest of the lineup. Lees, Bronicle, Woodrow, Gross, Bear, Gladue, Hedenball, and Leeson. This has popped up into center field, and coming in to make the catch is DeVore for out number 1.
Out to left field is Trey Sean, call me Trey Lowe. Center field is J-Mo DeVore. At right field, it's Blake Boroff. The third baseman today, Dylan Gale. Shortstop is Colt Miller. Playing second base, Cooper Davis. At first base, it's Levi Pease. And the catcher is Teague Marr. And the pitcher is William Wickard. Our extra hitter will be Jacob Hilker.
All right, thank you, sir. One out for J.J. McMenemy, the shortstop. Fouled off for a strike. 1-0, West Fargo trails, batting in the bottom of the first. Game scheduled for 6.
Kennewick lost their first game to Eastern Mass 6-4 despite out-hitting them, and then beat Cherry Hill 4-3 on a walk-off by Blake Boroff, and beat Lexington 13-11, scoring 10 in the top of the first and then hanging on for dear life. They had a big inning and had to win it 13-11. The Kennewick team won the 11U regionals last year, but of course there's no World Series for the 11s. You'll like this in a second here.
This one hit to second. And there's your second out of the inning.
A lot of these teams hold fundraisers, Mike, to get here. Right. Kid from Kennewick held a tropical snow sale.
What is that? How does that work?
Tropical snow sale. the fundraiser to get here.
Okay.
Good for them.
All right, snow cones is what our producer James Crenshaw has told
Well,
me.
James would know. He would know that. He's a man about town.
Something else in different places, though, right?
Must be Mississippi is their tropical snow cone capital of the world.
Isaiah Lee's the batter.
Why don't you just call it a snow cone?
Right, yeah. Yeah, I guess sometimes you got to come up with some fancy names. I'm
Maybe
okay with that as long as you let people know what it is.
Maybe the increased sales.
2 outs, base is empty here in the bottom of the first inning.
Integrity Financial Corp, Redder and Sotheby INT Realty also help kids from Kennewick get here. Make sure we give all the credit as we can throughout the game.
In the game against Cherry Hill, New Jersey, Lee's had a double in the first inning and drove in a run. They had a big 8-run third inning. We've talked about the big inning. It's been kind of a common thing. One inning makes a big difference in a lot of these games. The 2-1 pitch. That one is hit to straightaway center field. Back 2 steps goes J-Mo. He'll make the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the first. We're through 1. Kennewick, Washington leads it 1-0 right here on Stadium.
Develop a strong, clean, healthy body, mind, and soul. Develop a strong urge for sportsmanlike conduct. Develop understanding of and respect for the rules. Develop courage in defeat, tolerance and modesty in victory. Develop control over emotions and speech. Develop into real, true citizens.
At the Babe Ruth League, we are not only developing the next generation of ball players, we are developing the next generation.
No photos allowed at the Titanic. Love it, but no photos allowed.
But we're not allowed to take any photos.
No photos. Why aren't photos allowed at the no photos allowed?
No photos allowed? No photos allowed.
But I'm so sad I couldn't take any photos.
But no photos allowed.
Our guests have spoken and we listened. Times are changing and so are we. Now, photos are allowed at the Titanic Museum attraction in Branson, Missouri. Welcome aboard and capture your Titanic moments.
Rafflebox's mission is to help organizations raise money through online fundraising. Rafflebox's mission is to help organizations raise money through online fundraising.
Welcome back to Branson, Missouri. This is day 4 of our coverage. Wrapping up pool play, as I mentioned earlier, tomorrow. Today and tomorrow pool play. So you got pretenders, contenders, separation Monday, as we call it.
Eastern Mass 3-0 here, but Kennewick, Washington, and Lexington, Kentucky are both 2-1. So this is a big game for Kennewick. It appears that, well, Hot Springs is now 1-3, Cherry Hill 1-3, so they're West Fargo 1-2. You know, if they win this, they've got to, you know, if they win their next game, they might have a chance. But Kennewick and Lexington are going to battle for that second spot. So a huge game for Kennewick.
William Wickard was at the plate when the runner was thrown out in the top of the first, so he leads it off 5, 6, and 7. And he's quickly behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes against Luke Hettenbaugh.
Again, folks in Kennewick that helped the kids get here: Anderson Financial Group, Connell Oil, GSS Fabrications, A West Properties LLC, and Nuke Digital. Bruce Hitting and Air, DCI, Catalyst RCM, Aiden Masonry Inc., Boyd's Tree Service, and families of Lauren and Darla Watts, James Churf, and Cooper Norman. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That one hit pretty well to left field, but playable. Ledoux is out there. He will make the catch. 1 up, 1 down here in the second inning for Dylan Gale, the third baseman.
Number 17, Dylan Gale.
It is like night and day, the weather today compared to opening day, isn't it?
I feel like I'm in my backyard.
Yeah.
Dylan's had 4 RBIs in pool play.
Yeah, we're going to have to, maybe Brian can get someone to come tie down these nets for us, as this one's hit out to center field. And the catch is made for out number 2.
Top of the second inning here on the St. Louis field.
Blake Boroff, the starting right fielder.
Blake had the walk-off hit to beat Cherry Hill in the bottom of the 6th and that 4-3 win. Here comes the mass unit.
Yes. We haven't heard as many of those as we normally do. I don't know. Obviously, we've had the rain, which is
and wind,
kind of rare, you know, really for me the last couple of years. I don't remember getting it, although we had the tornado issue last year, but otherwise. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hettenbaugh looking for his first strikeout of the game. His 1-2 pitch, a little bit high for a ball, 2-2.
Kennewick coached by Gabe Boroff, assistants Casey Miller, Chris Marr, Jordan Dubois.
Hit right back to the pitcher for the 3rd out of the inning. A 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the second. It remains 1-0 Kennewick, Washington, as we head to the bottom of the second.
Rafflebox's mission is to help organizations raise money through online fundraising.
it's me. Your vacation. We need to have a talk. Well, actually, an intervention. A hike in the desert. Really? Huh, this isn't a vacation. It's a nightmare. I need excitement, fire, spectacle. I need to be wined, dined, and ziplined. I need 18 holes in the morning and a show at night. You keep saying you need a vacation, but I have needs too, you know. And I need Branson.
All right, welcome back to Branson, Missouri as we head down to the bottom of the second inning. West Fargo was retired in order by Wickert in the first inning. Tate Bronigal leading it off. It's 4, 5, and 6.
One game left for West Fargo. After this, they played Lexington, Kentucky Tuesday at 11:30 in the morning on the Kansas City field. And Kennewick still has to play Hot Springs, Arkansas, I believe, on the KC field at 9 a.m. tomorrow. For those of you following, all games are live streamed from each field.
The 2-0 pitch. It's outside for ball 3.
The only field they have not used here this week is the Brooklyn field. And the minimal use on the Boston field. They've gone with 4 fields in the morning and then they moved to just 3 fields the rest of the day.
There's ball 4, first base runner for West Fargo. That will send up Luke Woodrow, the extra player. Pitch inside for a ball.
West Fargo, a city in Cass County, North Dakota. The 5th populous city in the state of North Dakota.
There goes the runner to second. The pitch is swung on and missed. The throw to second not in time. Stolen base for Bronigal.
Population of about 39,000 in the city of West Fargo.
So they've got a runner in scoring position, the tying run here in the bottom of the second.
Woodrow has driven in a couple of runs in pool play.
Ooh, look out.
He just get out of the way of that. Little chin music right there.
Yes, sir.
And that's
a balk, yeah.
I think all 3 umpires call that. That's good. We saw that last pitch high and inside, and that's why they mandate the double ear flaps.
Yeah.
Won the count on that ball, so threatening here to put runners at the corners, Mike.
Got to find a way to try to get this run in, representing the tying run down at third, especially with nobody out. But, we saw a leadoff triple last game, and they didn't get him in. And that gets through for a base hit. If you're back at regular depth, that's probably going to be an out. But instead, it's an RBI single, and we're tied at 1 apiece.
And I guess you have to wonder why you would play the infield in early in the game when it's 1-0. Play them back, get the out, you give up the run. It's still very early.
Yeah, if this was the 5th inning, I could see playing in a little bit. But back at double play depth now with Dawson Gross at the plate. Throw over to Pease. Runner back. 1-1 game, bottom of the second. Game scheduled for 6.
Yep, coming up next, Michael, we have Taiwan, Yilan, Taiwan, and Australia, Sydney. An international bracket game, or I shouldn't say pool play game.
Yep, we'll have 2 international games today.
On paper, that looks like a huge mismatch, but you never know. They play the game on the field. What if their coaches survived the 14 scoops of ice cream?
Right. and he had a game. You know, it's not like they finished the game and then he had the ice cream. Runner's going to get to second on the play. We talked about this on the air and actually put up a picture of the coach from Australia. It was $3 for 1 scoop of ice cream.
Right. But if you got 14,
yeah,
it's a buck a piece.
$14 for 14 scoops of ice cream, and you get it in a helmet that you get to keep, a souvenir helmet. And he had 14 scoops of ice cream, and according to his other coaches, we didn't stick around long enough to see if he ate it all, but his coaches said he was going to eat it just to show them up.
I thought it was just for the team.
Yes, I did
grab
too.
14 spoons and
right.
head back.
I thought it was for the team as well.
I had one
Here's
scoop.
Jim and I walking out with 1 scoop in our cone.
And I felt it.
Yes.
I felt the 1 scoop for the Heat. Can't imagine 14.
Right.
I walked by later. I was going to look in and see if he was in the prone position, the fetal position on the floor.
2 balls, no strikes to Gross, starting first baseman. That's outside for a ball, 3-0. Wickert has already walked 1, and it led to a run. He retired the side in order back in the first inning.
For Davis playing a little cat and mouse down there with a base runner at second.
And that's Woodrow at second. That's outside for ball 4.
As we say, Kennewick at 2-1, still very much alive and making it to championship play.
Well, new pitcher.
And Trey Lowe, I believe. Trey had been playing in left field.
Okay, yeah, I got confused because they had the wrong number on the lineup card.
Yeah.
So Trey Lowe will face the number 7 hitter in the order.
Yeah, in a game of this importance, you can't let it get away early.
So William Wickert pitches just 1 inning plus. He allows 1 run so far, responsible for both runners on base. He allowed just 1 hit. Didn't strike out anyone, and he walked 2. So Max Baer will have an opportunity to give West Fargo the lead against our new pitcher.
And it looks like Lowe is out in left.
You mean Wickert?
Wickert, I mean.
So they exchange
Yeah,
places.
he's not gone out there yet. DeVar is still in center and Boroff in right.
So a couple of walks and a base hit here in the second inning. Still nobody out. West Fargo has tied it and now look to take 1, maybe even a 2-run lead since there's no outs. Let's see how they play it here with Max Baer, the catcher.
That's Teague Marr out there left field. Teague Marr. He was the catcher. And pick up the number of the catcher. Wholesale defensive changes here.
One ball, no strikes.
And the catcher is Hilker, I believe. Hilker is now the catcher. He was the EH, he's now the catcher. So Hilker the catcher. So Wicked undoubtedly is probably the extra hitter. But we'll see. And Trey Marr, who was the catcher, is out in left field.
Actually, said Trey Lowe. Colt Miller, I thought it was 11 at first, but it's number 1 on the mound.
That's Colt Miller.
Yeah, Colt Miller.
Miller in the mound, Hilker catching, Marr, Devois, and Davis in the outfield. Gale, Boroff, Lowe, and Pease. So Lowe is your second baseman now.
And you saw Colt on the mound.
Yeah.
At this level, you can have wholesale changes.
Yeah, these guys are all all-stars. They're all interchangeable, except, you know, not everybody pitches, obviously, but
right,
they probably all can play most any position.
3-1 pitch. Big pitch that time by Miller. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Strikeout would be here, big here with nobody out and 2 on. Tying run in scoring, or the go-ahead run in scoring position. The tying run has scored here in the second inning. And the 3-2 pitch. That is low, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Third walk of the inning.
West Fargo has, in their 3 games, their first 3 games, they've scored 16, and they've allowed 16.
Big opportunity now for West Fargo. Nolan Gladue, the left fielder. With nobody out. Infield back at double play depth. Interesting.
Yeah. They chose not to do it earlier.
You'll concede a run if you have a chance to turn 2. Good pitch by Miller, kept it low.
Strikeout would even work better. And then a double play.
Yeah, to end the inning, right?
We've seen a lot of big innings here on this field this week.
Got a piece of it, 1-2 the count. One ball, 2 strikes with nobody out.
Got the North Dakota and Washington flags out there alongside the American flag in center field.
Popped up, is this playable? Yes it is, and caught behind the plate.
Looked like the wind swirled that around a little bit. Catcher turned one way and had to come back the other. I think the wind got a hold of that a little bit. Nice catch, nice job back there by Hilker.
First out of the inning.
Because the field kind of sits in a bowl, Mike. It's down in I think the wind conditions will certainly play a factor in anything hit into the air.
Used to be a parking lot, throw to second.
It did. Used to be a huge shopping
mall.
center. Yeah. Used to be where they came to spend, now it's where they come to play.
Luke Hettenbaugh, the batter.
Although you can't spend here. We've been to the gift shop.
Yeah.
In the sweet spot.
There's some nice stuff in that.
There is.
Gift
there
shop
is.
there.
That rainy day we had, they were inundated in the gift shop with very little help. Everyone went in to buy some swag.
It's fouled back. 1-1 the count. One ball, one strike, one out. Bases loaded for West Fargo, North Dakota.
Winds of California beating Black Hills, Washington 3-1 this morning, and Hawaii over Yardley, Pennsylvania 11-0, and Cherry Hill beat Hot Springs 8-1. Games played this morning along with the game we had here, the 3-1 game.
Next pitch. Strike two. Miller looking for a strikeout here in the second out of the inning. Hettenbaugh stays alive. Woodrow at third base, Gross at second, Bear at first. Bases loaded for West Fargo. See if they can get a big hit here.
Just got a piece of that.
Yeah, their number 9 hitter is staying alive.
If you didn't get a piece of it, they could buy the catcher. He is out, but you might have had some action at home plate.
Hettenbaugh the pitcher, so he can help himself on the mound with a hit. Good eye, 2-2. Swing and a miss, big strikeout with the bases loaded by Colt Miller.
Now you're facing down the number 10 batter, Carter Leeson.
Number 4, Carter Leeson.
If you can get him on base, you got the top of the order on deck.
You could turn this into a big inning.
Yes, 2 outs. They do have 1 in the inning, but they need more. Again, a must-win game coming in 1-2 in pool play.
It'd be nice to pick somebody off, but listen, you get the batter there, go after him. You throw that ball into center field, and a run scoots in. Ryder third is not getting a very big lead, considering the third baseman is playing way off the bag.
Foul back.
Yeah, Gale, the third baseman, is way back. Base runner at third base, Woodrow, could come down even further. And should there be a passed ball or a wild pitch, he'd want to get down a little further. Not much of a lead at all.
A 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 call.
That was pretty. That fooled the batter. He tried to duck out of that one and it broke right over. Colt Miller in relief, trying to get out of this mess.
And he did. How about that? Wow. With the bases loaded and 1 out, they get out of the jam. 1 run does come across the plate for West Fargo, and as we move to the top of the third, brand new ball game, tied at 1.
photos allowed at the Titanic? Love it, but no photos allowed.
But we're not allowed to take any photos.
Why aren't photos allowed but no photos allowed?
No photos allowed? No photos allowed.
I'm so sad I couldn't take any photos.
No photos allowed.
Our guests have spoken and we listened. Times are changing and so are we. Now, photos are allowed at the Titanic Museum attraction in Branson, Missouri. Welcome aboard and capture your Titanic moments.
Hey, it's me. Your vacation. We need to have a talk. Well, actually, an intervention. A hike in the desert. Really? This isn't a vacation. It's a nightmare. I need excitement, fire, spectacle. I need to be wined, dined, and ziplined. I need 18 holes in the morning and a show at night. You keep saying you need a vacation, but I have needs too, you know. And I need Branson.
With nobody out, and they did play one run in the inning, but that was before they had the bases loaded.
An encouraging word. And also Andy Lusk, who is a gruff and bearded guy with an absolute heart of gold. His son Colt had played with or against all of the boys on the Kennewick national team. So a tremendous loss to the baseball community. Andy Lusk and Papa Joe, they will be greatly missed.
How about 3 pitches, 3 outs? Maher, Davis, and Lowe all retired in order. That's a quick 1-2-3 inning. Still 1-1 games. We head to the bottom of the third.
All right, get that in.
Well, Jim, Kennewick retired quickly in the top of the third. West Fargo, you know, even though they had the bases loaded, nobody out, they did get 1 run in. Maybe a little momentum now to carry over here into the bottom of the third and perhaps take their first lead of the day.
Yep, your defense can give your offense a boost. And nothing like getting your defense off the field out of this sun with a 3-pitch inning.
It doesn't get any quicker than that. Those are rare.
They are rare indeed. Umpires love them.
Yes, I bet. Top of the order for West Fargo as well. So Rowan Schneck, who started the game bottom of the first with a pop-up to center, will lead things off against Colt Miller, who came in relief last inning and did a heck of a job getting out of it, as that one's bounced to third, knocked down, but no throw. But after the bases were loaded, you had the pop-up, remember, behind the plate that was caught up against the netting, and then back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning.
But and it can be deflating to a team that, you know, did that the last inning, and then they come out here and give up some runs.
Yeah, but then to get that 1-2 quick 1-2-3 inning there, probably give them another lift again, and now they got a leadoff guy on.
Yep, we're tied at 1.
J.J. McMenemy grounded out to second his first time up. He'll take strike one. Where was this wind on Friday? We could have used some of this wind.
Yeah, this is today and yesterday the best weather we've had.
Throw goes to first. Close, but not in time. I don't know if we'll be seeing our drone right now. A little too windy. We've had some great looks from the drone. Great job by our entire crew, our camera guys. They've been on top of all the plays. Next pitch in the turf, a wild pitch. That will get Schneck into scoring position with nobody out.
I to mention the bat boy for West Fargo too. Burke Bear is the bat boy. Bat boy travels around with the team. I imagine probably little brother of Max, maybe.
One and two the count.
Living in North Dakota with the last name of Bear.
That's a good one, isn't it?
It is. Good hockey country too. You know what hockey is, Mike? You're a Florida guy, but
yeah. Like I said, we talked about that. We do have a professional team in Florida, a couple professional teams, but not at the high school.
Well, Tampa Bay Lightning have had a good run.
Maybe the college level club hockey. Yeah, Lightning had a pretty good run. No, football.
Florida Panthers.
Football's king in
I
the South.
understand.
Are
you a Gator or a Seminole?
I'm a Gator, lifelong Gator fan. One ball, two strikes with a runner at second and nobody out. 1-1 game. Game scheduled for 6. There's our drone guy.
Yeah, a little too windy, according to the drone guy.
We figured that. Yeah, we were talking about, how long can those things stay up in the air? And he said, based on the wind, of course, not as windy at the time as it is right now, but he said battery will last about 30 minutes based on how windy it is. And like I said, it wasn't near as windy as it is now. So the wind does have an effect on the drones as far as burning that battery.
When that battery dies, that thing comes down.
Yes. Yeah. You better get it in quickly. The 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3, full count. West Fargo had 3 walks in the first inning. Or second inning, excuse me. Ronico led off with a walk and then came home on a base hit by Luke Woodrow. But they had the bases loaded after that with nobody out and couldn't get another run in. Throw goes to second, and they're going to call a balk.
They got a balk.
So a wild pitch and a balk puts Schneck at third.
Kids coming up to this level, have got to, the pitchers certainly have to learn how to operate on the mound, and this is probably their first experience as pitchers with a balk, moving up to the 1270 diamond.
And you see Boroff questioning that last one.
Yeah, just wanted an explanation of what the kid did.
Gabe is the manager. Casey Miller, Chris Maher, and Jordan DeVore.
That's the beauty of this 1270 diamond, the Ripken this level. It gets the kids used to real baseball, what a balk is. And they'll learn as they move up now through the ranks up into high school further.
The 3-2 pitch. Misses for ball 4. Runners on the corners with nobody out. Well, at some point, you got to start taking advantage of these situations. Bases loaded, nobody out last inning. 2 on, nobody out here. Number 3 hitter at the plate, Isaiah Lees. He flew out to center, first time up.
Well, the way this division is looking, you could possibly have a 3-2 team make it in to bracket play. Is if Kennewick were to lose here, they'd be 2-2. Lexington is everyone else has at least 2 losses except Lexington.
Throw goes to second, but not the bag. Second baseman wide of the bag there. We've talked about this. Nobody falls for that throw anymore. Still the base for McMenemy, or indifference, right?
Yeah, defensive indifference, they call it, not a stolen base.
And Lee's quickly ahead, 2-0. Miller struggling a little bit now.
So far in pool play, it's been the tournament of the big inning. We've seen multiple big innings. It'll cost a team. They give up 6, 7, 8, sometimes 10 runs. Although Kennewick scored 10 in the top of the first in their game with Lexington and hung on to win 13-11.
Sent to center field. Catch is made, and they're going to hold the runner at third, and wisely doing so.
Well, that was a shallow hit. And that was very wise to keep him in. Well, I mentioned our crew: Roosevelt Smith, Donald Carroll, Alan Mays, and James Crenshaw, the director and executive producer. Todd Anderson, the drone guy.
Yeah, Brian's going to have to pronounce his last name for me.
Brian Mucular. We're mucking it up out here. Mucular, Brian Mucular. I hope we got that right, Brian. I don't see Randy on here.
That's your nickname for him.
No, that's his nickname. Randy Johnson. Thanks to all the work they're doing.
Yeah, it's windy. We got to find a spot for that.
We'll find it.
There we go. James got us. That pitch inside for a ball. Sometimes even the simple names are hard to pronounce.
Donald Carroll is a.k.a. Randy Johnson. You can call me Randy, but you don't have to call me Johnson. Well, guys, well done a great job putting up with us.
Keep that handy here. Yes, these guys have done a fantastic job. You know, at times braving the heat. Most of the time braving the heat. Thankfully, we got some wind today.
I think Randy's going to come up to New England and visit us sometime.
Road trip.
Road trip.
Tate Bronigal walked and scored last inning. He scored their only run of the game so far. Runners at second and third with 1 out. And that one is a soft liner to short for the second out of the inning. Well, here we go again.
Yeah, Kennewick is dodging bullet after bullet here. Bases loaded, no outs in the second. They only gave up 1 run. Bases second and third here with nobody out. They've gotten a couple of balls to the air. Woodrow had the single last time, though.
Woodrow takes strike one. Base hit would give his team the lead. Again, 2 outs now. Miller trying to work out of it again. Comes back with another strike. He worked out of a bases loaded jam with nobody out last inning. There were 2 on with no outs this inning.
Sooner or later, your luck runs out. You keep putting a bases loaded runners in scoring position.
Got a piece of it to stay alive. Good job of protecting the plate. Just like, those walks or errors add up, and they eventually come back to bite you.
Yeah, the competition you're facing down here at the World Series, you make a mistake, and 9 times out of 10, the other team will somehow take advantage of it. They get out of it last inning with minimal damage.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 on, the 0-2 pitch. High ball 1. 1-1 game here at the bottom of the 3rd.
Yeah, you don't want that one anywhere near the strike zone. See if you can get him to go after something out of the zone. That was just a little too high to tempt the batter.
This is popped up, playable at shortstop. And the catch is made, and for the 2nd consecutive inning, West Fargo leaves a bunch of runners stranded. They had the bases loaded with no outs last inning. They had 2 on with nobody out this inning, and we're still tied at 1 as we head to the 4th.
Develop a strong, clean, healthy body, mind, and soul. Develop a strong urge for sportsmanlike conduct. Develop understanding of and respect for the rules. Develop courage in defeat, tolerance and modesty in victory. Develop control over emotions and speech. Develop into real, true citizens.
At the Babe Ruth League, we are not only developing the next generation of ball players, we are developing the next generation.
The Presley family is celebrating 55 years with a special $55 family pack. We would love to have your family join us this summer for an evening of toe-tapping music, hilarious comedy for all ages, and a night out in Branson. Hurry and book your tickets now at Presleys.com for extra special savings. Take advantage of this 55th family pack before it's gone. Branson's original show on the Strip, Presley's Country Jubilee, is a crowd favorite, and we can't wait to see you live and in person.
Hey, it's me, your vacation. We need to have a talk. Well, actually, an intervention. A hike in the desert. Really? This isn't a vacation. It's a nightmare. I need excitement, fire, spectacle. I need to be wined, dined, and zip-lined. I need 18 holes in the morning and a show at night. You keep saying you need a vacation, but I have needs too, And I need Branson.
Top of the order coming up for Kennewick, Washington. 1-1 game, top of the 4th inning. Luke Hedenbaugh has gone the distance for West Fargo, North Dakota.
Chicago leading Alabama 4-0 right now. And Honolulu against Marlboro, New Jersey leading 3-0.
That one hit to center field by J-Mo, and he lines out for the first out of the inning.
Those are the 2 other games going on right now. By the way, the producer's Brian McCullough. I apologize, Brian. We get those Japanese names, we get the Chinese names, we can't get the American names. So Brian McCullough is our producer.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. You've been doing a great job. When James steps away as our executive producer, he steps in and produces. And again, all of our crew have done a fantastic job. Enjoyed working with them. Colt Miller, the pitcher, at the plate. Foul tipped. Hedenbaugh in a groove. 8 in a row retired. Scooped up in second, 2 away. Schneck makes the put out. Hettenbaugh's looking for his third straight 1-2-3 inning. We haven't seen that. We've seen a couple of, maybe a couple of innings, 1-2-3, but we haven't seen 3 in a row. Jacob Hilker, who's now catching, is at the plate.
The question is how far can Kennewick's defense bend before it breaks, giving up all those base runners?
Yeah.
That one hit by Colt Miller in the first inning has been it as far as hits go for Kennewick.
One pitch. Side ball 2. Well, it's good to know that the weather, at least based on the forecast, will not be as hot as it was on day 1.
Yeah, it said only 90.
Yeah, we can handle that. Backhanded at third, great play, the throw across in time. Another 1-2-3 inning for Hettenbaugh and West Fargo. Another look at it as we head to the break. Still tied at 1, heading to the bottom of the 4th.
Unparalleled uniform choice. Top brands. Dozens of styles. And limitless decoration and sublimation options. Create your personalized look for the diamond with Augusta sportswear brands. Let's play ball and look good while doing it.
No photos allowed at the Titanic. Love it, but no photos allowed.
But we're not allowed to take any photos.
No photos. Why aren't photos allowed at the no photos allowed?
No photos allowed? No photos allowed.
But I'm so sad I couldn't take any photos. No photos allowed.
Our guests have spoken and we listened. Times are changing and so are we. Now, photos are allowed at the Titanic Museum attraction in Branson, Missouri. Welcome aboard and capture your Titanic moments.
Well, this game, the second of 5 for us. Next game scheduled for a 2 o'clock start.
Yeah, on paper, that's a huge mismatch. You have Australia against Taiwan, a team that has not given up a run and only allowed 1 hit, against a team who has not scored a run and has only 1 hit.
That should be kind of an interesting game.
Yeah. That's David against Goliath in that one.
It sounds like it. But like you said, game's not played on paper.
They play it on the field.
Dawson Gross will lead it off. Starting first baseman, walked his first time up, bunts this one foul.
Everyone remembers the Miracle on Ice?
Yep, that's right.
Hoosiers? That's the beauty of sports.
And the thing about the Miracle on Ice, that wasn't to win it all.
No, it wasn't. That was. They still had to go play the gold medal game.
Yeah.
And what, against Sweden, was it?
I think it was Sweden, yeah. Al Michaels. Well, he was famous for that call, wasn't he?
He was, yep.
I know we mentioned Vince Scully, but there's another name. I've always enjoyed listening to Al. 2 pitch high. 1-2. In fact, I might have to listen to his book on the flight home.
I just finished a month ago John Madden's book, which was very interesting.
Okay. This one hit in foul territory with the catch made on the run. Wickard able to get to it.
Well, for the first time since the first inning, they get the leadoff batter.
Here's another look. Got a little bit of room in that area before it gets down.
Left-handed
tight.
first baseman might have had problems with that.
Gets a little tighter down in the outfield. Base hit to right field, a one-out single, and it gets by the right fielder. Max Bear on his way to second. Now he's thinking about it. He's headed to third. The throw is late, and it goes in the dugout, and Bear's going to score. A base hit, an error.
2 errors.
2 errors, yeah. You got the throw, the play in right field, and then the throw right here for another error.
Yep.
Well, eventually.
Yeah. Mistakes.
Yeah. Eventually they would find a way. They couldn't do it with bases loaded and nobody out. They couldn't do it with 2 on and nobody out, but they do it on 2 errors.
Had there been a runner on second, he would have come home because it's the 2-base award from where he was at the time of the throw.
So West Fargo leads 2-1. Kennewick, Washington came into this game 2-1 in pool play. West Fargo 1-2. Trying to keep their bracket hopes alive.
Yeah, Eastern Mass 3-0, but we, in all likelihood, will have a 3-2 team come out of that bracket.
I think so too.
It's going to be fun to watch the.
And this game important because it's head-to-head.
Yeah.
In case there are 2 teams tied.
Well, Lexington's still 2-1.
Nolan Gladue at the plate. Popped up to the catcher in foul territory. First time up.
Inning started pretty harmlessly with that nice play at first base. And, you know, the second baseman out there very nearly came close to snagging that, just beyond his outstretched glove. Low.
Swing and a miss. Miller gets a strikeout for the second out of the inning. That's his 3rd strikeout in relief. Two outs, base is empty. Luke Hettenball now. He's also a K victim. Tomorrow, the final day of pool play.
Hard to believe.
It is. Once we started on Friday, we knew we had 5 games a day. Wasn't sure when we would get to bracket play. Although we got lucky, we had 1 less game because of the weather. 4 games on Saturday.
That kind of made up for the 3-hour marathon.
Oh my goodness, that was the hottest part of the day. We had kids falling out.
They had to go inside between innings just for 30 seconds of air conditioning.
Yeah. Three and 1 the count. Here's the number 10 hitter in the order. And it will not be Carter Leeson. This is number 15. That is Henry Peterson.
We saw Henry in the last time we had West Fargo. Made an appearance in the game.
Came in and pitched, right?
Yeah.
Henry Peterson.
Coming into the game, batting .333. Hasn't had a lot of at-bats, 1 for 3.
He came in and batted against Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and grounded out to third. The game we saw him prior. He also relieved Max Baer in the 4th inning of that game. West Fargo won 9-4. It's a big out here because the top of the order's on deck. 2 outs. Popped up into shallow left field. It's the shortstop coming over near the line to make the catch for the 3rd and final out. But a big run on 2 errors. The hit by Baer, he scores on the error in right, 2-base error, and then the throwing error and second. So, brand new score now as we head to the top of the 5th. West Fargo leads it 2-1.
The batters stood in wonder there on that fateful day, gazing at the legend-making tools that were displayed. Practice swings, they're taking more than their fair share. Human skin bound to alloy, slicing through the air. They've had their ups and downs, their Ks and their home runs. Scars across the barrel tell tales of jobs well done. Now as he steps to the plate, there's a fire in his eyes. For with this mighty bat in hand,
you can kiss this ball goodbye.
Rafflebox's mission is to help organizations raise money through online fundraising. Rafflebox's mission is to help organizations raise money through online fundraising.
Develop a strong, clean, healthy body, mind, and soul. Develop a strong urge for sportsmanlike conduct. Develop understanding of and respect for the rules. Develop courage in defeat, tolerance and modesty in victory. Develop control over emotions and speech. Develop into real, true citizens.
At the Babe Ruth League, we are not only developing the next generation of ball players, we are developing the next generation.
Let's see if Kennewick can answer. They've got the middle of the lineup coming out, 4, 5, and 6. Now down a run.
Yep, and if West Fargo can get out of this, they'll face the bottom of the order in the 6th inning. But there's a good start.
Base hit to center field, tying run aboard, and that breaks the string of 10 in a row retired by Hettenball.
Number 19, William Walker.
Well, P is coming into the game batting .667. He's only 1 for 2, so his batting average will go down a little bit.
Popped up to first. And Wickard is retired for the first out of the inning.
That wind is playing little games with the ball when it goes up. You can see the first baseman, Gross.
We're going to have a runner at first base for Pease. That will be number 44, Teague Maher.
Dawson Gross at first base right now. Gladue, Broneagle, and Peterson, your outfield. Henry now playing right field. Lees, McMenemy, Schnenk, and Gross are the infielders, with Baer, Max behind the plate.
Dylan Gale flew out to center first time up.
Dylan batting only 200 coming into the game, but he's got 4 RBIs. So his hits have been timely.
Runner goes to second, hit and run. Going to be a close play, not in time. The runner heads to third. The throw also not in time. Everybody's safe. A base hit for Gale.
Well, they had Pease running all the way. Once he
Maher, yeah.
Maher. Once he saw that the it was going to be a long throw for that third baseman, Maher took off.
Yeah, heads up base running because it was a long throw. Only 42 pitches for Hettenbach. Blake Boroff, the batter. Actually, no, this is going to be a 27.
Yeah, 27 is Blake Boroff. Blake had the walk-off win over Cherry Hill. So he's been here before. Nope.
No, it is. But
it is.
Based on the number.
Based on the number.
On the roster.
Correct number. Yep.
On the sheet we were given.
Yeah.
Now both runners in scoring position. Going to get out of play.
Yeah, really, it's the first jam that West Fargo has been in. They gave up that run of the first inning, then they just sailed through innings 2, 3, and 4.
Big out.
Huge strikeout.
Well, let's see who's coming to the play. They introduced the guy that's at third base.
Yeah. He's getting the wrong information, too.
Yeah.
That wild pitch that came right back. Wisely, the base runner at third stayed put. Well, it looks like 16 is at the bat.
16 in the 10 spot. Is he batting? I don't know. I'm confused. 16, Trayshawn Lowe, right? Oh, we just lost our microphone. This one's fouled back. Two outs. Runners at second and third. Foul back. Good job of protecting the plate.
Well, one strike away from getting away from this, too. Getting out of this huge jam.
We think that's Trayshawn Lake at the plate. Our apologies. It's not, okay. Maher. Okay. So that wasn't Maher that went in and ran, because we had 44 as Maher, but that number is not right on the roster. So our apologies, folks. We've gotten some wrong numbers here. This is popped up into right center. Long run for the center fielder and a diving catch made. Bronigal ran a long way for it and came up with it. And how about that? Kennewick is kept off the scoreboard. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth. It's still 2-1 West Fargo.
Unparalleled uniform choice. Top brands. Dozens of styles. And limitless decoration and sublimation options. Create your personalized look for the diamond with Augusta sportswear brands. Let's play ball and look good while doing it.
Well, West Fargo, North Dakota dodged a bullet. You know, earlier it was Kennewick dodging the bullets.
Yeah, 2-1 game. We've had a number of bullets being dodged here by both teams. And thus far, they're holding on to that 2-1 lead.
Top of the order for Wells Fargo. Good butt. It's going to be a close play. Boy, I mean, he got it maybe by a step. Schneck almost beat it out. But he's called out for the first down of the inning. Good speed.
Watch it here.
Laid down a pretty good bunt.
Perfect bunt. It took a great play by the third baseman.
And he barehanded it. That's why he got him. If he gloves it, he doesn't get him.
No chance.
Nice play over at third base. Popped up right in front of home plate. And McMenemy is out for the second out. Quickly 2 up, 2 down. West Fargo was retired in order in the first, but they haven't been retired in order since.
Isaiah Lees has gone to center field twice.
Number 3 hitter in the order. Bottom of the 5th, 2-1 game. Final inning coming up. 2 outs, base is empty. They'd like to get some insurance if they can.
Kennewick wins it. They're very much alive as far as going into the championship play.
It's been a well-played game. And 1-2-3 inning. We head to the final inning of play. It remains 2-1 West Fargo right here on Stadium.
The batters stood in wonder there on that fateful day, gazing at the legend making tools that were displayed. Practice swings, they're taking more than their fair share. Human skin bound to alloy, slicing through the air. They've had their ups and downs, their Ks and their home runs. Scars across the barrel tell tales of jobs well done. Now as he steps to the plate, there's a fire in his eyes. For with this mighty bat in hand,
you can kiss this ball goodbye.
Hey, it's me, your vacation. We need to have a talk. Well, actually, an intervention. A hike in the desert. Really? This isn't a vacation. It's a nightmare. I need excitement, fire, spectacle. I need to be wine dined and ziplined. I need 18 holes in the morning and a show at night. You keep saying you need a vacation, but I have needs too, you know. And I need Branson.
Batters 9, 10, and 1 coming up for Kennewick, Washington, as they are down to their final 3 outs unless they can plate 1 run to keep this thing going, Jim.
Well, they had a couple of base hits in the last inning and could not take advantage of it. This is it, as you say.
And Luke Hettenball has gone the distance. First pitch is hit into center field. That's playable, and the catch will be made for out number 1.
And out number 1 is so very important for the defense. Trey Lowe.
Drake lined out to first his first time up. It's this one into center field, so the tying run aboard. And you also have the top of the order coming up. Here's Jamison DeVore. DeVore 0 for 2.
He did get into the outfield his last time up, though. Got it out to center field.
Yeah, J-Mo has also grounded out to first. 1 out, 1 on. Tying run aboard. Final inning. Throw to first. Got to be careful. Don't want to make a bad throw and put that runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and yet you don't want to let him gets such a huge lead, he can walk down to second base.
Yeah, that's a good point, too. Gotta keep him honest. There he goes. Pitches high for a ball. The throw to second. He is out at second base. What a throw.
That might be your game-winning play right there.
McMenemy applies the tag for the second out. Here's another look. Look at that throw.
Max Baer.
2 outs, bases empty.
That changes the whole complexion of the inning right now. You've got the top of the order up, but you've got 2 outs now. And there's no room for error here offensively. You can't bunt anyone over. You've got to just rely on back-to-back hits. This should do it.
Yep, center field. Ball caught. It's a 1-2-3 inning. West Fargo's got a huge crowd here today, and they are showing their appreciation for the way their team has battled to win by the final score of 2-1. So West Fargo moves to 2-2 in pool play. Kennewick, Washington drops to 2-2. That's going to do it for our coverage in this one. Don't forget, coming up at 2 o'clock, Taiwan and Australia. Until then, from our broadcast partner, Jim Rivers, for our executive producer, James Crenshaw, our entire stadium crew, I'm Mike Rideout. So long for now. Good afternoon, and God bless.